title of international player. Enjoy this first set. We got Ermac, Janet. We see a classic team right here. They say this is top 5 in the game's meta right now. I definitely agree. It's a hell of a team to deal with. And we go Jazwo up on their scoreboard now. Kefirsko going straight in with the grab though. We've seen what he can do with this team. He's got great HP. A lot of funny options with Shujinko. It's kind of interesting to think of the tech people come up with when they run this team as well. So popping in, going for some straight haymakers down to a big old hit. Shujinko back finds it open. Carries on to the right side of the screen. More pressure. Little hit from down below on the move. My goodness. Goes for a little grip. Tosses them up. Gets a good side switch. Kefirsko looking good to begin it. Good little strike here. Ends up getting the Janet extended. Trying to even out this health lead. You got a long way to go, buddy. And look at that. Kefirsko even had the ability from Shujinko to burn the meter. That's a crazy ability he steals. Did not know Shujinko gave him that. Bunch of big strikes from down below. Takes away the legs from underneath him. Using that armor. Following through more Janet. You gotta see the damage that this team can do. It's absolutely bonkers. Kefirsko going with a big old strike. 19 seconds on the clock. Takes the first round of the set. And you notice a lot of these guys we're talking about lately. They've been talking about there seems to be a meta of like people just dragging out the game until the very end, playing the full 90 seconds. And to be honest, this isn't anything new to the game, but I feel like people are just more aware that this playstyle works quite good. Patience is a virtue in a lot of fighting games for sure, and this is one that will reward you just waiting for your opponent to, you know, kind of throw themselves at you. Look at this great Gento combo right here, getting 484 off that big damage we've seen before. Let's see it again. Guys, don't forget we got Pro Comp Mexico going on too. Definitely some beautiful sets happening in person over there, so feel free to hop over to their stream and watch some of that great competition we got kicking up. But we got what's on the other side of the ocean right here. Some big old strides from Kefirsko. You can't forget about these goats too. And I believe a few of these guys are even playing at, I'm probably going to butcher this name, Vanality. Beautiful idea it is to have pro competition tournament throughout the world. It's really, really cool to see that on a esport level for this game that we've put a lot of time into. He'll break the force down, 200 to pop on both these. 20 seconds to go on that fatal blower. And knock Shujinko down. On the approach, Easy does it. Waltzing on towards him, tries to get him to up block. What is that? That clock dwindling down, can't put the lead. Forcing Ermac to make the approach. What's the move here? Takes out his legs again. Nicely done from Jazwo. Great job to tie it up. Got an even set on our hands. Well, a good neck breaker never hurt anybody. I mean, a few people, but you know, it's could be worse. Next big mollywop coming down there. And pressure back from Ermac, and look at this amazing pressure from Jazwo. He's making a great appearance his first time around, really keeping Kefirsko on the edge of his seat. Good Gento setup. This is going to deal some real damage. Let's see what he gets. Picking up 40% and more. Can he break 50? That's a 50 burger. Do a good little mid check. Not bad at all. 517 he gets off that. Absolutely mad. Good catch. Into the corner you go. Kept with a chance to turn the tables a little bit. He's putting on the works. Kept checking him out. Seeing if he can bait some movement. Ermac kind of moving in. Jazwo really finding his ground right here. The international player is not playing today, but we have international conflicts between these guys here, all up in the European Union this time around. Oh my goodness, what is this? Look at, they both are, they both have the Ermac ability. That's crazy. If you don't know what that does, basically any hit goes towards your meter up on the bottom instead of the health bar. So that this means Shujinko steals that ability from him, a second left on the clock, and ends up stealing it. Kev playing for time, brings it out, takes that first game for himself. Going up 1-0 on the first set we have on the stream here. And this time around. Approach. A little check from down below. Takes out the legs from underneath him. Let's throw some limbs. A little bit of pressure. Let's see what he can do. Get anti-air. Pops forward. A couple haymakers down below. Beautiful combo with Shujinko here. Calls him back out. Let's get that recharge going. Kef doing work. Look at that. Cool little extender from Shujinko, stealing a lot of Ermac's time. It's really cool to see what use he can do with it. Kef is really putting the pieces together for a lot of these teams with Shujinko. It's definitely a thing that you'll just get better with, especially with time. Getting used to these matchups with Shujinko, learning these combos, the weird abilities that you're able to get. You get every character's gimmick in a way. You know, it's funny when you think of cameos as a whole. You have pretty much the ability to take anybody's gimmick in theory, right? Shujinko just does that. He says, well, instead of just me being my own cameo, how about I just copy you? Let me get what you can do and use that against you. Sometimes it works better than others. This is a great case here of that being the opposite. And pairing quite well with Havoc. Becoming quite a threat. And taking care of every bit of health on Jazwo's health bar right there. Taking another game for himself. Kefirsko going up 2-0 on the set. Taking the lead early on. Running these combos, he's picking them up quite well. Matter of fact. Good opener. And great damage immediately. Dropping some big, almost 40% up on him. Might as well be. Tries to get the low check. That's a punish. And at the hands of Ermac, Jazwo in the corner. Suited up and ready to go. Oh, firmly in place. Time to build up that meter. 2 big hails of damage. 332. He's stacking up some more. Let's see what he gets. Kefirsko. Getting a little swaggy with it. 438. Fat plays right here. On the brink of taking Jazwo out of the bracket. Let's see. Immediately comboed up with Janet. Big combos popping up here now. He gets the damage stacking up. Right back at him. He's putting the pressure on. Screws are tightening down on Havoc's head. Trying to make a name for himself within these tournaments. Kef's a tough opponent. Quite patient. Finds those openings. And Ermac can very well do the same thing. But he's an aggressive player. Ermac is very much wanting to be right on top. He admits. Back out. Get away from him. Ermac is a true test of patience because the second can go in on him. This beautiful damage combo right here. Backing up. This should be death here. Nicely done from Jazwo to seal it up. Still at a set point. Staying alive. Catch from Kef. Get a 40% lead. And then some more. That's helped you out. Half the health difference between these two guys. On the approach. Now caught with Ermac. He throws a big limb. Breaker come out now. 60 seconds. Block dwindles down. They'll find a great opening. He's on the brink of taking him out. Set point. 50 seconds. Finds the punish. Kef takes care of business. A 3-0 sweep over Jazwo. And he goes up onto the grand finals one more time. We've definitely seen, or the semifinals I should say. And Kef goes up on this set. It's a shame we couldn't make this one, but we got some great competition for you anyways. Well, immediately nailing with the overhead. You gotta think, what is the cure to Peacemaker now? A lot of guys out there answer. See how Tanya fares against it. Black Redgrave seems to think this is the move right now. Just throwing something different at the wall to see what sticks her. Had seen progress with this one, and that could be a good strike right there to try to catch him out of the air. Maybe some lankier moves. The Swedish meatball strikes though. Onto the corner now he goes. Couple low checks and maybe interrupts him too. The poke special merchant has opened his shop, and he is just chock full of them. Really keeping Arian on block and not allowing him to do anything. Finally finding some space to press, not getting the great punish there. Good strike there from Arian to get the final couple hits there to take care of Black Redgrave. First round going over to Arian. Mid-check gets him pressing. From afar too, drops 30% on him. On the return, tries to get Farah involved in there as well. Good defense up for Mr. Redgrave. Gets the reflection, the beginning of it, not going to take any damage from that. The buff. Now at a standstill. Good interruption. Anti-air had a couple strikes, and now on an advancement. Tries to get a grab going, but nothing there. Overhead landed and the combo routes begin. The damage stacks up, and it's Arian taking this first one. Did I speak too soon? Or did I? Suppose it's not over till the fat lady sings, but maybe she squealed a little bit early on that one. Arian going up 1-0 on this set. A couple checks out from Arian, and still rolling with the same team. Slides over to the other side of the screen. Defenses are up though. Buff activated. Anya's angry. Over 18%. Good teleport around. They'll trade. Still kind of falling in the favor of Arian. And we got, with a couple more strikes here, the damage is starting to fall in place for Arian. Black using that special low to escape, and it is truly anybody's match at this point. 48 seconds. The checks are going all around the screen. Maybe a little bit of a fallout, not going to work that time around. So the lead's still going to be in the favor of Arian. In a great position in this set. Different strikes are going back in the face of Arian. After a very tough standstill in the corner, Black dwindles down a little bit more, and look at Black just stacking up the chips. Good check though from Arian. On the approach, gets him, combos it out, and gets fatal blow too. No way. This has to be death. You got a mash, but it's not a prideful mash. There you go. It's pretty much over. Of that is the final hit of this second game right here. Arian going up 2-0 at the moment. Can our defending champions, can he come back and take this one? It's going to come down to this next game here. Down 2-0. We've seen there's shared exchanges with each other. And Arian gets the first, the better of the two. Takes off 30 seconds, 30% health taken away from Arian. Good job getting fair into there as well. Picking him up, putting him on set point. In the closing moments, potentially this is where it all comes down to with the Sonya pick. Seeing if there's another mid-check we can get to take care of the Homelander. Good start right there. Good damage stacking up for Mr. Black Redgrave into the corner. No armor for Arian, just patiently blocking, waiting for the first time to strike, and Black maybe held off just a bit too long and not enforcing the pressure here. He is trying different strategies to get him opened up. This is a good start here. 40% left for Arian. Good approach though, armoring through. The flawless block going to be the beginning of a possible comeback here. And using that special move, he gets himself going. Good check out from there, good poke. And another grab, smacking him down. 900 HP left for Arian. It's a long way to go, but you can definitely do it. Strikes are happening back at him again. He throws sweet hits at him. And it just stacks up. The damage doesn't have an end to it. It's Homelander's combo routes that we've seen for so long, but they're still so incredibly effective. 220 HP taken away from him to take this game, to stay alive for another day. The fatal blow is a good attempt at it. Trying to get him with the overhead shot. 98 health left for Black Redgrave. Trying to call him out, doing everything he can while we're in the final thread of health for Mr. Black Redgrave. A valiant effort, but to no avail. A 3-0 sweep for Arian to advance to the semifinals. Champion himself fought against some serious competitors in these tournaments and made a damn good name for himself at versus fighting as well. Not enough good things I could say about this guy. A hell of a player too. I'd like to think he was one of the guys that helped put Nakara, Sonya on the map. Crazy mix you can get. Some might call it gimmicky. I don't think so. I think it's a true test of true ability to open up players on a consistent basis throughout all the skill levels. I think this hangs quite well. Good catch from Bob. Try to open up Mr. Benny. Benny on the return, though, gets Scorpion involved. He's gonna spend that fatal blow early. Bob ain't even mashing, just gonna take it. First round going out to Bendawshi. He's spending in the bag early on. Taking the first game for themselves. Let's see how they do in round 2.
Round 2. Fight.
Tried the low poke into the overhead. Almost had him there. The dive kick carrying on. Playing very aggressive. That's half your health gone for Scorpion. Sitting at a menacing 1100 HP to start off the game too. Takes Scorpion to a whole new level. The mid check just walks him down, waits for a little bit of movement, finds the grab right there. Go poke into the overhead, dive kick, and then some more. Damage stacks up. 100 HP left for Benny. On the anti-air, Bob locking down the skies and taking control of the corner. Good little poke right there. Create some room. Not too much more to get. That's the wrong number. 368. Tries the low check. Really trying to get Benny to move. Now we've seen what this team can do. A lot of force chip damage you got right here. Bob finding room to press. However, creating the space the gaps needed to seal up some more damage. 235. Into the overhead check. Sealing it. He's had it with a breaker there. And Benny, a last-ditch resort to take this one. Bob looking to close this one out, and with a little help from Sonya, a little help from their friend, they're gonna get it. Go up 1-0 on this set. Taking the first game over Bendawshi. So a little reminder, the next set that we're gonna have on stream. It's gonna be Dishearted versus Wasnet Ninja. That'll be a cool one. Wasnet's been having a lot of deep runs in these tournaments. I'm happy to see him popping in here as well. He's been doing some serious work. Low checks for both of them. Beating well. Look at him. 367 and then some more popping up. His damage just don't stop. Breaker forced out now. 20% difference. And sealing the deal here with one big old shove and then some more. It is a sight to see. 40% dropping on the head of Bendawshi. Round 2 starting now. Good grip. Crosses Bob Dole out of the right side. That's a good little conversion right here from Bendawshi. Giving up some damage, trying to avoid this menacing lead for Bob Dole. Manages to get a dive kick though. The left corner is just dominant for him. Fortunate side glitch catches him with the Pharaoh overhead. Backing up, still got that life steal, so definitely could have been worse. Good exchange. Dashes right through him. 250 HP taken away. Check with the spear as enough. Keep going. 20% goes in for the grab. 19 is what separates them now. A little low poke. Once again into a grab. 70 HP for Bob. Doesn't matter though. Seals it. Goes up 2-0 on the set. Really clutch gameplay. Hit a brutality too, why not?
Your neck will be my chalice.
Brutality.
Check out that replay real quick. Recruiting players, obviously, these guys have both been playing in the same amount of time. About April of 24. Had a decent amount of time since then, almost a full year. So happy to have them back on here to stream once again. And Benny going over to Kenshi was something I was not actually expecting at all. What's up, Mr. Late Rock? Welcome into the stream. Hope you enjoy some of these matches that we got. Decided versus Waznet Ninja will be a fun little set to watch as well. Waznet plays a crazy good Takeda, if I do remember correctly. Nice catch with Bob there, getting Sonya involved. Backing up the damage with lifesteal as well. Definitely going to seal it up for a set point. I'm going to see if I can DM started. Yeah. Little strike. Good little check out from Sonya. Gets a grab, forces a back escape out of Bob. Almost had a little catch right there in neutral. It's getting close. Bob Dole looking like he's about to finish the job. That RKO from Sonya puts it over the edge with a brutality, of course. Putting Bob Dole up 3-0 on the set. A nice good win over Bendawshi.
Round 1. Fight.
Hopping over the first match that we have up on the stream in the Living Forest, aka the Laggy Forest. But I have optimized my game, guys, so do not worry about any lag like that starting. But this Takeda sector from Waznet is absolutely nasty. You guys will definitely love seeing this one right here. Started with a big old smack over the head. Takes the first strike off of him. The little conversion right here. Snacking the chains all around. Maybe a good little check here. As he begins to throw a mollywop of damage into the right corner. Smacking him down. Backing up it to the very top. The rocket following through again. Nice strikes here. Good chip damage. Keeping the started locked down. Gets the low check again though. Commits to it. Lovato following through. And it's not over. He's gonna spend it. And Sector interrupts it. Nicely done from Waznet. What a crazy start right there. Kick things off. That was a damn good approach right there to get out of that cover. Starting with a low check, carrying on. Great combo right here with Lovato. Dropping some big damage. 468, mind you. And he's heating up. Couple good haymakers. Popping back at him now as he continues the damage. Not even taking a scathe yet. Is the download complete? Waznet with a couple staggers. Using those whips all around. Starting to lay down the law. Takes him out with that final projectile. Playing the full screen game, playing for time like a lot of people have been criticizing a lot in this game recently. But hey, it's the way to go. You got that Glock. You don't get any benefit to just playing aggressive. Kills off that first hit right there, 242, and on the jump in. Getting active. Trap right there. Settle him down to 40% health. That's when the Barber Rock is going to begin to punish. Waznet picking up on the other side of him as he keeps throwing those big old haymakers. Maybe there might be some room to breathe here. All hope might not be lost. Smacks him down for that first hit. And just 2 more staggers. Disheartened with a good little neutral jump. Works on both of them. haymakers are being thrown again. Tries the low check, not gonna work. Forces the breaker out of him. And he sails it. Nicely done from Wasnet to take this game and gets a brutality as well. Gonna strike first on the scoreboard here. Nicely done, playing neutral so carefully. Keeping it close. Get to the finals once again. He is not a 1, 2, 3, I believe. He isn't even a 4. Let me look at how many he has. Look at the leaderboard right now. If I look at the leaderboard, this guy has 6 championships, mind you. So he's definitely got the skill to back it up. Proving himself time and time again. And anyone could do it again, although Takeda is an amazing check for Havoc. He really can't do too much at a full screen distance besides throw projectiles at you, and Takeda's really good at spacing out. Havoc gets right on top of you, though. That's where the issues lie. You're gonna get mixed out of your shoes, man. Rocket's popping back up, and couple presses between them, gets the first special off, and great beginning for Disheartened. The second game. Oh, check, not gonna work. Smacks it down. Spider-Man's over to the right side of the screen. Rocket gonna stop this from a full punish there. Great job Spider-Manning his way onto the corner. Smacks him down. And just continues to have elite pressure. Staying alive is definitely the name of the game. Wasnet's been putting on a hell of a show lately. He's definitely able to hang with some of the best. Good anti-air from this on the approach, gets stuff. Wasnet being smart on a lot of his presses here. Eventually, falls victim to the low check, and decided to really trying to enforce that this whole game. Finally bites on it. Smacks him down. Let's see what the approach is here. A big old trap, and he is doing what he must. Anti-airs are had and smacks him from down below. Disheartened, taking this game for himself, making it a little competitive, and we got a set on Arian. It's the first non-sweep of the entire tournament. It's been a barrage of 3-0, so 1-1 is the current score. Just rip it off and throw it at somebody. That's menacing. Be a hell of a prank, too. Good little poke. Nice low check as well. Dropping that damage on him. 30% and then some more. 350. Right back into another reset, it seems, and really laying down the law. Took the load. Nicely done. Carries him out. Rocket isn't there in time with a swift little down two. Takes care of the last shred of health that Wasnet had right there. Started with the first lead for himself on the set. Low check not going to work. Going to be a punish out from Wasnet into this corner. That Rocket took him back up. Does he make good use of it? A little follow through attack trying to get this pressing here. Keeping him check. Doesn't know when that down one's going to come as a follow-up, and Wasnet's been really good with the pressure today. Neutral duck out there. This is a punish. Looking sharp. This is not going to break on this one yet. I don't think he's going to quite yet unless he builds that health lead back. He's got a round to spare, but if you can make him use that bar to kill you, that's kind of what you're looking for here. Not able to split the distance, and I'm enjoying this. That ends up taking that round, so we're looking at a final round scenario between these two. Take the true first lead in the set. Started would have to win this one. Wasnet wants to stay in the driver's seat, not get out of their comfort zone too much. Still have that freedom of another pick. So they live another day. Obviously, they have to take this one. This is with the lead, though. Good pressure in the corner. Finding room to press, though. Quite a good game. Into the corner, good little drop, and continues on. Started the first call back from Lobato. And neutral catches him and finishes the job, too. dropping a fat swaggy combo on his head. Decided gonna go up 2-1 on the set right now, looking quite good at it as well. Taking a check from down below, follows through Lovato nicely, 20% lead upon him. Back at him again, he approaches him, the leg comes back down and just keep things interesting. Drops 40% back on him again, another good little dive kick following through. Look at Kef. I'm sorry, I thought it was Kef playing. Oh my goodness, started playing a hell of a game. Bailey takes a scathe in that final, puts him at a set point right now. So used to seeing his Shudinko, or his Savage Shudinko that seeing Lovato in this tournament. This looks so strange right now. Obviously, Desard's been on this character a very long time now, playing throughout the buffs that he got not too long ago. He's made good use of Havoc. He's quite a competitor. 366 HP left, smacks it down, but he's finding some room to breathe here. Possibly staying alive. Decided so close to finishing the job here, and that's a punish coming out down his way in the hands of Takeda, and it is not over yet. You thought you were on that set point, you thought it was all going to be over, but it is just not the case right now. Oh my goodness, the Spider-Man combo begins. He anti-airs him as well. And a good little jump over him, follows through 220 HP, take it away. Goes with some more. A great way to put yourself into a game 5 scenario is right here. You just put the foot all the way to the floor. Let yourself just go crazy. Stack up that damage. This is going right back at you though. Rocket follow through. Gives him a little bit of space to breathe here. The chip damage in a good little check is going to be enough to bring it out to a game 5 scenario between these two. We have a score of 2-2 in the favor of Woznet. Desarded adapted, came back for 2, and now Woznet shifted the tables again. Brought it up, and after this teeter-totter of a set, we finally have a game 5 between these two. The first game 5 of the tournament. A series of 3-0 matches before this. He anti-airs him and gets the pickup of a lifetime. 30% separating the two, a good opener. On the approach. Good check from down below, not gonna work this time around. Woznet going with the punish. Forces Breaker out, 50 HP between the two. And a good opening created and a sweet 280 piece. See if Woznet can finish the rest of that health bar. Just not going to seem to be the case. Discarded. Completes the assignment. And goes around up onto the set point. Woznet is feeling the pressure. Doesn't want this to even get near him once. And a great setup right there to take away more of that health. Through chip damage, through low checks. Consistent mix. He is just eating away at that health bar. Good anti-air. Pops him up and doing a barrage of damage. Stacks him up with 380 HP in the closing moment. Potentially, he uses that armor. Stay alive. Dishearted uses that back cameo call in that chip damage off of that helicopter. Ends up sealing it. 2-3 is the final score. Dishearted will advance on to the semifinals to fight Bob Dole. So Kef is in the semifinals now, and Arian as well. It's going to be fun to see who gets up into the finals here. It's been a great tournament so far. No set in the chat. Thank you. Welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy some of these matches that we got. We're in the semifinals of this little EU tournament here. check from down below, and strides are made. Overhead almost landed. Close and personal. He checks him again. Jumping backwards and leaning into him now. See if he can find some openings. 50% of both of them good neutral duck. And Arian will tell him to hold that duck for the moment. On top of him now, and at a standstill. Wanting to overextend. Arian will get the first exchange when it gets close like that. Forcing the breaker out of Kef, although that may not spell disaster for him as he gets a beautiful combo. Dropping 504 damage. I don't even know if he used any bar, but he made good use of what he had. Robs that game out from Arian. Trying the overhead once again. Good up block. Low poke back at him again. Uses that armor to separate him. And they are close together. Low check right here. Hold on a second. It's getting intense. Pops back at him. Tries throwing some haymakers. Not gonna happen this time. On the jump in. Couple strides over to him now. Another low check. Another low check again. Really double downing on it, forcing him to just guess where he is going to go next on each strike. And Kef just seals it with a victory right there. Going up 1-0. This is where you shoot a foul. And if you want to play in any of these tournaments, starting to do top 16 so you can get a good little match off screen. No pressure. All single elim, so it goes by pretty quick too. It's a good time. Always welcome to compete. Anybody's welcome. Kefirsko been consistently doing well in a lot of these events since the Bucks with Havoc. I mean, he has been a character loyalist, but it's taken him over the top to be a top level competitor. Especially with Shujinko, nobody was running this team, man. He's got so much game sense with him. And it's just shining right here. Barely took a scathe, mind you. Goes up on this one with a convincing lead. At 1200 HP is just menacing. But I'll tell you what, against Homelander, I don't feel bad. I'm speechless. Look at that. This is ridiculous. He just does not stop. Checks him out from every direction. Kept defending well against the Smix. With 20% separating the two. A couple checks from both these guys. You really don't know where it's going to go. He continues to lay down the law. 120 HP is what it's going to take the game, the round off Kef at the very least. You got a long way to go. And he gets him with the low check. This will pretty much spell disaster for Arian as they see the wrath of Havoc. And he switches over to Johnny Cage Tremor. Sitting at a menacing 0-2 deficit. Really got to be in your comfort zone here, but Kef is going to have to play a bit of a different game this time around. Cage likes to play on top of you. He likes to be endless pressure, endless staggers. Good pick up right there. Breaker forced out. Arian on the walk down. Kef tries to press, but not landing it, so it's a punish back to Arian into the corner. This is right where Cade wants to be. And that tremor check. Assisting him with that grab right there. And it's getting interesting here because this is the first time really in this whole set that Arian has kind of came to life and really making Kef play a bit more patient this time around. Good down two to follow through that combo. That shadow kick is menacing. I can't believe Shujinko gets that. That is so rude. What is the startup on that? Can somebody please lab that for me? What is the startup for Shujinko there? That looked like it was like two frames. That is menacing from a cameo. I have to be honest. That is just the fastest move I've seen from a cameo yet. Kef on set point. Looking to close it out. Finds the throw punish. After that, shadow kick being the move to land. Wow, that is crazy. It seems so fast. And a way you can end combos as well as a free check. That is hilarious, I have to be honest. Shujinko getting charged back up. Pokes from both of them. Kicks him out to the right side of the screen, eliminating that Shujinko charge. And attack from Kefirsko keeps it close. 600 HP each. 40 seconds, Arian tries to seal it together, almost having a little bit of room here to breathe, but it's just not the case. Arian keeping on. Everything he needs to do, the staggers, the pressure, he is aiming. Brings it out, stays alive. Still a set point, but can they bring the reverse sweep to fruition? Gonna take a little bit of luck here. Goes with the shadow kick out there first. Remember, if Kefirsko takes this one, it is gonna be the whole set. Oh my goodness. What is the move here? This pressure from Cage is legit. And he gets what he needs to finish the job. It stays alive for another day. He gets around the bottom and another. Smashes him down with the rocket. Good little shadow kick there out in neutral. 75 HP. I apologize. 75 seconds on the clock is what we have. And a bit of a standstill. These guys are trading blows back and forth. And lead obviously in the hands of Kef. Trying to stagger out a couple of these hits here. And a big old strike from down below. Gets another big snap of the neck. Beats him down to the right side of the screen. Shadow kicks from Shujinko. I love the sunglasses that he has as well. That's so peak. He steals the sunglasses that Cage is wearing. It'd be even funnier because it looks like the same ones that Arian's skin. That was the aviator shades, the menacing one. Those are $500 sunglasses. Buddy. You remember the MK95 movie? Oh, that's a pretty funny one. Classic line right there. Tremor following through. A nice little tough setup to get out of. Kef creates a little bit of space though. Couple low pokes between them. Headbutt. Shujinko running out. Get him charged up and into action here. Presses for Arian here, really keeping this match close. Overhead landed, following through with the combo. And the big wallop damage is happening. 360, he drops on him and following through with some more staggers. He is doing some work. Do him now. Big hits. As these strides keep on going. Low pokes between them. Settles for a grab, why not? Puts him into the corner. Menacingly he goes. Trying to stagger out these hits and maybe get lucky. 90 HP down on the approach. What's the move here? Settles for a grab instead. Yeets him down and good flawless block negating that chip damage. Last strike gonna get him. Kef could very well finish the deal right here. It's just a bit of a way to go with that 13 seconds. Dwindling down. Tremor sealing that round up for Arian. Good bait right into it. Well, at this point, these guys are neck and neck with each other, and this could very easily go to the Game 5 scenario, keeping it very close for the semifinals here. A good check from down below, succeeding at catching a punishable string. Tremor with the combo extender forces the breaker out from Kef. Good job there from Arian to really level up this Johnny Cage right here in this second and third round. That toss over with 40% separating the two. He gets more pressure up onto him. Good check there as well to finish the deal. Look at Arian really bringing it down to the wire on both of those matches. Down two just says, get off me. Small, but no. Grab continues the pressure with 40% separating the two. Arian just keeps it on. Good job from Kef here to really do well what he must to stay alive. He is kind of hitting the tail end of the set, and you start to feel that lead slip away. Maybe there's a part of you to just say, hey, let's pick up the pace a little bit here. Let's get a little swaggy with these combos and try to bait out some attacks. I don't know if the teabag tech was intentional there, but it did catch him on a low. This is a low, and it's gonna hit him too. This really is unfortunate for Kef here. Arian hits the impossible, hits the fatal blow. In the potential reverse sweep point, can Arian do it to go on to the grand finals? This is where it gets juicy. Kef, you gotta dig deep in here to pull it together, but Low ain't gonna do it. Forces the breaker out. We have an even game now in the favor of Arian. A grab will get the side switch that he needs. Charges up Shinko as well. Catching him poking, but punish out for him. Shadow kick almost had him too. Copycat isn't able to do it quite yet. This is a beginning. Putting the pieces together. Finishing the job. 430 taken away from him, but a grabs gets the side switch back into him. Couple staggers into the grab. Had a very close game right here. It's definitely not over by any means. Jinko not out for this one, but he doesn't even need it as he nails the back throw. Full bar between these guys as we hit the final round. We're going to the grand finals. This has been a very close fight. Big strikes between these guys. He's trying everything he can to get them opened up. Grabs are an excellent way to start that. Tries to check him there with, well, his own shadow kick. The back throw. Half spaces out to full screen. 60 seconds. An unfortunate whiff on that grab. An excellent duck from Arian. Keep the pressure on with Cage, and when his Cage is turned right back at you with another duck. An eye for an eye, they say. The lead's still in the hands of Arian, but it's close. Looks right through it, but trying to really create an opening here with Mr. Cage. Takes a lot of health away from him through the chip damage, and no way he lands this. Doesn't break quite yet. It's down to the very last second, and he gets another big old strike right there. No breaker for Kef, trying to use that armor. And a reverse sweep is the result. Arian will take the set in a 3-2 victory over Kefirsko to go to the grand. All right, good little check out there. And Neutrally tries with the Scorpion Spear, and trying to see how he can get him opened up will be the name of the game here. Little low poke. Tries a mid check again. Overhead not going to work on him either. Tries again using a little bit of that meter. Good strike right here. Start of the first big old combo, stacking up. 388 on him, and that standstill just goes for the back throw. That's fair getting involved as well. That's another mid check, another low poke as well. Really enforcing all these hits right here. The dive kick from Bob, though, with unexpected X Factor. You have to predict once in a while. Overhead mix is not going to land there as well, so hand grab damage definitely will. Another grab, good tech out of there from Bob, and advancing up, gets away from him, and unfortunately hits another command grab right there. Decided sealing that round out between these two. Good hits right here from this. Stacks up some damage, a little backpedaling, armor's right through it. This could be something for Bob here. Waiting patiently, trying to find some room to press. Overhead not gonna land, almost had it until he gets blocked right there. Crazy play right there. Good defense out from this to get the flawless block, especially in that moment in time. Dive kick landing for Bob. Succeeding to do some serious work to him now. Sonya landing here as well. With X Factor, Bob hasn't really thrown that into his gameplay too often, so he's definitely been utilizing that a lot more, it seems, now recently. At a close, standstill and neutral. He gets Sonya involved too. It's another check you have to expect, and it's just another mind game that Sonya can play on you. Bob getting that first round for himself, so that brings it out to a final round in this game one. Keeping it close and fun. Bob Dole playing a hell of a game so far. Flips him down to the other side of the screen. Almost has him there. Low poke into the dive kick. Not succeeding. On taking him over. Overhead landed as well. Not going to be the case. Tries again. One more time. Finally gets a good punish. Well, discarded back on the offense now. See what he does on wake up. Tries to bait some movement. Seems to be the case. Really caught him moving there with a little hesitation on the block, it seems. However, he was wiggling around with Scorpion. Created some movement out of Bob Dole. Low overhead, not going to work that time around. On the return, trying to double down on the low, not going to be the case either. Good defense out from this. A round up for himself. 1-0 the current score on the set. So he has the lead on this set right here. At 1-0, Bob still running with the Sony. You can see it so often with him. He loves this team. Gets him with the spear out, full screen. Now continuing the damage up. Gets him with the spear back. Holding on, a little bit of movement for him. And forces the breaker. Goes for a jump up, follows through with a good little onion ring check. RKO comes out. Nope, 100 HP between the two. Bob gets a catch at the neutral, forces the breaker. 20% separate the two. Good catch from Bob. Oh, but no conversion there for him. A little neutral jump into the jumping kick. Gets a good combo beginning for him. Gonna spend that fatal blow as well. Not quite sure if this is death. It definitely is. Bob isn't even mashing for this one. That drops almost 50 damage on him. 50% damage. Of course he wasn't mashing, but a hell of a great finisher to that string to seal the round for himself. Good job to Deserted. He's doing everything he can to get him opened up, but Deserted playing a good game right now. Not everybody is invincible to the Sonya mix. What's up, Fire X? How you doing? The returning champ? Should I call you champ, mind you? Welcome in. We're just filling in. It's been a good tournament so far. It's very close between these two right now. Been a couple upsets, if you ask me. And this Decided almost gets caught with the down 2 from Stone. Maybe following through, but maybe I missed something. Regardless, Decided keeps the pieces together, the composure as well to take another game off of Bob Dole and makes it second game right here. Let's see if we can close it out or if Bob gets the potential reverse sweep. We've been seeing that happen quite a bit. The last 2 sets we've seen them both been that as an ending factor and maybe just maybe. The same case here for Bob Dole. He has the skills it takes for damn sure, and Decided is not fighting with that overhead mix at all. The thing is if you decide to go for that double hit low, I do believe it's punishable, so don't get too comfortable playing against that at all. 160 HP down below him now, and add an overhead check onto it now, and kicking around. He gets a good little spit and smacks him down to the ground. A little bit more damage to be had. Going straight in with the grip, kicks him out.
Round 2. Fight.
Puts himself on set point. Goes for the punish too, landing it. Forces the breaker out of Bob Dole. Tries to get him to approach, but that dive kick not going to land with that hellfire and the flaming circle popping around Scorpion this whole time. He goes and kicks him down. The damage just continues to stack up. Another dive kick. Maybe, just maybe, Bob Dole can stay alive for another day here. Forces the breaker out of Disheartened, trying to catch him out of thin air. Really can't get him with the dive kick if he's going to be enforcing that check. And Bob's going to try everything he can to get him opened up here. Maybe, just maybe, he'll go in with the Sonya again, but an unfortunate whip right there as he is on the receiving end. He drops the tail end of it, doesn't go for the fatal blow. What is happening here? Another low check, and it's 2 drops in a row, and the command grab from Vera ends up stealing it, and that was a 3-0 sweep in the favor. And I'm happy to have this one coming to you guys now. The first check with Movado, the low check from a distance is so devious. Disheartened makes his mainstay right there. The low Vic himself ends up getting it. But right back at him, an eye for an eye, gets a big old nut punch to follow through the tail end of that combo. Back on the offense, Arian forcing the breaker out of Disheartened. These guys meet in neutral. The clock dwindles down. It's neck and neck to begin with. Really going tit for tat with each other. Big strings of damage falling between each other. On the return, though, Disheartened gets the trap activated, forces a punish out of him. Catches him lacking just a little bit, creates some space. On the advancement, the low check not going to work, but a follow through does. Straight into fatal blow, mind you. We'll see what he gets. He ain't even mashing. He ain't even mashing. QW controller. Wait a second. Oh, he still gets him. I thought that was looking a little mean for Disheartened. He wasn't even mashing for that game. He said, I pressed L too hard. Crazy that even the twin save would have its top one. I don't feel as if he is, but you know, I'll trust their opinions on it. Still feel like Sindel has more going for her. Tough decision though. Sindel top 0. But look at this return here from Arian. Right back at him. Couple different staggers in those presses, different strength he's throwing at him, and Disheartened just keeping the defenses up. Low check between these guys and one headbutt. And Disheartened keeps it close, and the helicopter comes out. 8 HP left. They poke into the special. Not going to be the right move there. Arian getting the punish as well, staying alive with 3 HP, just keeping their wits about him. Ends up bringing it out to a final round. Good job. The little shadow kick and advances on. A little tremor extension as well for more pressure. Pull through press from Disheartened, really keeping him locked down. Moves here from Arian. waving past him. Big smackdown here, 20% between these two. And right on top of him now, he is throwing some big wallops of damage. Let's see if he can finish the job this time around. Arian smacking him down with a big boulder. Making the approach with a good mid-check. Almost had the backhand of disrespect. At a standstill with 17% between them. It's a good tech out of the grab. It's still anybody's game. More hard to blockable setups with Tremor coming out from Mr. Cage. Does he go for it? Just dashes on past him. Stays away from the Pink Man. Poke and defends well against it, but against that grab, he just falls victim to it. Disheartened bringing it down to the wire. It stays alive. The first game on the grand finals does go to Disheartened. 1-0 is the current score we got on the mindset as well. The last Haymaker ends up popping him out. Combos off of it. It's really cool to see what characters can do with Bravado when it comes the combo extensions. Lovic gets the conversion, pops him down, and it is just going crazy right now. He is doing so much to him. The low check goes in and he throws his limb at him now and takes a commanding lead in this set. Disheartened really waking up, forcing the breaker out of him as I speak though. Don't count Arian out, he's playing mean. A Lovic check, kicks him out, forces the breaker. 50% deficit, you gotta deal with here. It's all pain, all gas, no brakes. What is the move here? Look at Arian picking up the pieces though. Brings him onto the corner. It's hard to get out of it here. He's just feeling the pressure. Goes for the grab. The Mad Lad gets the beautiful grab in there too. That makes it quite safe. Even if he would have whiffed in that scenario, still had the pressure onto him. Disheartened, not dropping a thing, but he's dropping Arian like a fly on the wall. And helicopter with a 2-0 lead in the grand finals. Looking to take the whole tournament for himself. Is imminent. But Arian has been playing quite a good game this whole tournament. Not feeling any pressure from the competition until now. Facing an 0-2 deficit. Really has to see if he has what it takes to finish the job here. Big hits out to him. Couple different swinging moves of those arms and legs from Johnny Cage, continuing the pressure. Finds room to press though. One more time. Disheartened, setting up to the corner. Great bar situation here. And this next touch, either from both of these guys, is really going to result in a breaker. Settle for a grab, that is, right? Well, that's the mindset, it seems. Really keeping him opened up, and this is where the Lovic check gets careful. You can't get too greedy with it. It's a grab in the midst of the quarter with 30 seconds to go. In the closing moments, there's only 20% health between these guys, basically in one-touch territory, especially after that grab. You gotta watch the OTG with Bravado here. Does he call him out? Just gonna go for the low check instead. Place it safe and neutral, and he is facing a set point, a tournament point, mind you. For Disheartened to take the whole thing. Goes in with the trap, press it around him, tries to get a little bit lucky there with that grab, not gonna work. He's gonna get the punish though on the return. Forces breaker out. Strikes for both of these guys, catches him on the low, follows through with some big swings of that limb. Into the corner you go, and with a huge health lead, it's just looking grim for Arian. Disheartened just putting everything together in one final strike. Stays optimal with the combo as well, and takes the tournament for himself in a 3-0 sweep against Arian to take the entire tournament for himself. Congratulations to Disheartened for taking this tournament.